Howdy, howdy, folks. We are going to be streaming here on YouTube for a bit. Hold on a second. Let's make sure that everything's running well. If you guys are just watching this video after stream, I'd recommend jumping to maybe the 1 minute mark or 2 minute mark even. Because I just want to make a few changes here. Alright, folks, so we are going to be playing a little bit of Blitzkrieg 2. This is actually the Fall of the Reich DLC, so I wanted to test it out because, of course, this is basically 1944 onwards, so we are approaching Berlin, and I want to see just how far we can get. I'm guessing this is going to be a little tougher than the base game, but hopefully we do alright. So we're going to take the USSR here and go on and move forward. Okay. So, let's take a look here. Order received, destroy the enemy artillery battery. Interesting. We also have some field artillery. Now, I'm not sure if this is like field artillery as in like artillery that actually comes on here rolled on, or if we can fire it onto the field. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. But let's go ahead and move forward. We'll test out the field artillery soon enough. How's it going, Gabriel and Andrew? Good to see you guys. Oh boy. Got some mines or maybe just an enemy gun. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the artillery now. And I think, yeah, it is going to be off map. No, no, no. So actually we can drag this artillery on. Okay, that's good to know. We don't want these guys to get hurt, so let's keep them over here. Keep attacking, boys. And we can already see some German panzers. As you can tell, this is the end of the war, so the Germans are, doing everything they can to stop us here. They know what happens if we take over Berlin. Ivanya. Let's try and get that martyr. Nice. Keep moving, keep moving. I kind of am tempted to call in some infantry, but I'm assuming that the enemy artillery that's firing down on us is just going to completely annihilate that infantry before they can even get on the field. Use some of them, the Bosnian artillery, says Gabriel. Keep firing, boys, come on. Alright, we're going to bring on some infantry. Yeah, and as you can see, they're coming on by truck. These could easily be destroyed by enemy arty. But we're going to keep moving forward nonetheless. In fact, I'm going to bring in some more tanks. You can never have too many T-34s, so let's bring them on. And get over here. Good to see you all, by the way. Enemy long-range artillery detected. That is not good. Move up. And we definitely want to take those trenches, but first let's try to take out the tanks, as well as the assault guns like the Martyr here that are holding the position. Get rid of these guys. Hey, Bernard Tremblay, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I think it's an easy game to overlook. I mean, you know, it is, number one, quite old. I would say the best of the Blitzkrieg series has to be Blitzkrieg. It looks like every sequel gets worse and worse, which is just true. But it is worth checking out, especially if you have all the DLC. It's a fun little playthrough, I have to admit. So, guys, we will push on this trench, but first I want to get rid of them completely. We did destroy the enemy artillery battery, which is a great start, but we also damaged our tanks irreparably. These Germans are in trouble. Good work, boys. Shoot! Don't let them throw any grenades. Very nice. Now we have to capture the railway junction. That's another area over here. So for that, I think we're going to absolutely need some reinforcements. And did our infantry get wiped out? Of course it did. Of course it did. Alright, we're going to try to bring in some more infantry. Probably not the greatest idea in the world, but what the hell. I'm actually going to go ahead and unload these guys already. Should be extra safe. We don't even know if this area is mined, but we do know that there are some guns here that we could also take over. Just hoping that there are no more infantry in this area. Enemy infantry, of course. Forward, boys. Yeah, you definitely should, Bernard. Like I said, you know, especially if you've got nothing to do during a day, this is definitely worth your time. There are some sort of games in this same genre. Cuban Missile Crisis is kind of one of them that I wouldn't consider that great. This one is, like, excellent. But, of course, you got to be into it. Sudden Strike is another one that's really good, I think. Even though I hate the company behind it. Get on that gun. Nice. What just делаем? What does that mean? I know Tavaric is, like, you know, comrade. Let's get this artillery over here. Can we even reposition this? We might not be able to reposition this until we get a truck to move it, actually. Yeah, it's funny you bring up Steel Division. Like, I'm really sad. I hope that people are playing it again, because I know that I checked, like, 4 or 5 months ago, and it was, like, totally dead. I really hope people are still playing that game. I'd love to get back into it, maybe even do some videos of it on the channel, but it seems like it completely died out. It had such a short lifespan, you know, even though I had such high expectancies for it. Expectancies? What's wrong? I've been in Portugal too long. Expectations for it. So it kind of disappointed me. Now, maybe at that resupply place we can heal these tanks. Let's see. That is pretty cool. Cyrillic in general just looks great. I love the way it looks. Okay, let's go. Forward, boys. Not one step back. Don't forget we also have that artillery. Well, not off-map artillery, on-map artillery. But we've got this ground attack aircraft, which we could probably use. I didn't realize that, Gabriel. Pirates Bay has the most users if looked at a small population in Croatia. Oh boy. Got 88s. Bring in the ground attack craft. And get into the buildings, boys. Here we go. It looks like Il-2s, maybe. Get him. Man, this is a hell of a fight. It really is the fall of the Reich. We're just fighting over this tiny factory area. We're certainly losing a lot of tanks here. And that ground attack didn't do anything for us, man. That was, like, disappointing. Kill them. Good. Get in the building, boys. There we go. Looks like the ground attack craft finally destroyed the enemy. So it's it seems to be just kind of a little push that's necessary there. It takes a little while for that vehicle or that plane to actually spot anything. So we do have a vehicle here that could repair most of our units, but obviously we're not in a position to call it in. I think we're gonna have to go for full tanks at this point. Although we could take over that 88. It's probably a good idea. Kibashtanka. For the motherland, exactly, Tiberius. For the motherland, indeed. Forward, boys. Ooh, it looks like our ground attack craft is still going to be useful here. And yeah, I'm definitely going to call it in. With that many enemies, are you kidding me? I don't think, you know, all the tanks in the Russian army could possibly destroy that situation right there, or that position. We need to bring in those ground attack crafts. So they're coming in to actually assist a bit. But hold on, I want to take that damn 88. I don't want them moving up so damn freaking far. Fire! Shoot! Right now our assault gun is actually getting most of the kills. There we go. Nice. We absolutely may need to come back. No worries, Bernard. Oh, that's right. See, here in Portugal, I can't watch that unless I get Sport TV. But I'd love to see the All-Star game. Fire! Streliet. Okay, that guy is just wasted. Alright, we have to see if we have any more units. Yes, we have quite a few more tanks here. But again, I want to use them properly. There are so many enemies. Not sure if this artillery can possibly strike a tank and get a kill, but you never know. While we're at it, gotta get a flank attack here on the enemy tanks while they're not paying attention. Forward attack, boys. There we go. That's what we want to see a lot more of. Nice. And there is a panther right there. Definitely want to kill the panther. Come on. Nice. Alright, so we destroyed the enemy forces in the railway junction. I guess that worked. Let's try and destroy that pillbox too. But now we have to hold the railway junction. Fair enough. Seems kind of tough. It's definitely an enemy gun. I'm going to try to avoid it, though. We'll try and kill the Puma, and then get the hell out of here. Move, move, move. Basically, anybody we can send to assist the railway junction, we're going to, but we don't have many men left. So it's whatever we have here. Oh, da, a truck. Can do absolutely nothing to help us. But alright. Should be a success, no questions asked, says Lion 24. Talking about who's going to get to Berlin first. Yeah, we got some tanks. Come on, man. Don't you see them? They're right there, man. Come on. Come on now. I don't know what these guys are thinking. Clearly not thinking at all, really. Gonna have to send this tank and hopefully kill that guy, but I don't think we're gonna be able to. Hello, Alex Georgievsky. How you doing, man? I'm gonna stay put, actually. Let this guy come into my line of sight. I didn't want him aiming that way at all. Oh, that guy's so close to being dead, too. That is frustrating. Kill the fascist. Boom! Now that's just one tank, but I'm proud of that kill. Avenge some of our Soviet brothers. That could be just slow internet speed on your part, Gabriel, or you might not be using the right format. Like, do you render your videos before you upload them? Because you should usually render them using a program like VSDC, something like that. Of course, the frickin' Germans have Panzerfaust that can fire all the way across here. Alright, so all we have holding this area right now, guys, is the capital hangar here. 3 soldiers inside. And I don't know, I mean, Blitzkrieg's weird in the sense we might be able to win if we just wait, but we don't have a timer or anything. Destroy the enemy forces in the city. No way we can do that. Man, so, as you can see, Fall of the Reich is a lot tougher. A lot tougher than the original game. Here's what we will do. We'll end the game and we'll jump into the actual Blitzkrieg game itself. So you guys can see the Blitzkrieg, well, original Blitzkrieg 2, I guess. Hello, Erwin Rommel. How you doing? Alright, let's just make sure that this is appearing okay on OBS. Yep, nice. So this is the original Blitzkrieg, guys, and we'll just start with the Soviet campaign. Also, because the intro is pretty cool. I want you guys to see that. So let's do play game as USSR.
Are very strong, and using the element of surprise, win many victories in the border area. Soviet troops are compelled to retreat along the entire front. However, the Soviet soldiers' desperate resistance and the successful evacuation of the Soviet heavy industry to safety beyond the Urals disrupt the German high command's plans. The Blitzkrieg bogs down, and the planned pace of advance by the German military slows. Key objectives become unachievable. The Germans continue on their way towards the capital, Moscow. The war, however, for the first time since the onset of the war, Germany's defeat becomes a very real possibility.
Okay, so it looks like a group of our rocket launchers, I'm guessing Katyushas, are trapped. Although this is 1941. Aren't the Katyusha's only out in 43? Could be wrong on that, but here we go. So let's take a look and see what happens. First of all, yeah, we definitely want to bring in some light tanks. Danke. Time to liberate Europe, exactly. And this time it's socialist liberation, a whole different kind of wonderful liberation. You get to go to the gulag and free soup is given. Here we go. Forward. Let's face it, all forms of liberation are pretty awful. If people need to be liberated and they can't do it on their own, there's a big problem. So yeah, pretty straightforward. We have to reach these encircled troops. I'm going to try not to call in another group of tanks, but then again, we're going to have to call them in anyway, so might as well. And they're our only unit at the moment, since this is kind of the beginning of the campaign. There we go. Early 1940s German infantry squad. I think we can put an end to them pretty quickly. Nine! Forward. Making it across this bridge will be interesting, and I'm assuming there will be some defenders probably aiming directly at that bridge. So we might be facing some AT guns. Just something to keep in mind. Not our liberation of Iraq, you terrorist. Exactly. Shame on me. Let's go. Oh, wow. Okay, we got some actual German tanks to face here. That looked like it might have been a repurposed T-34. The Germans would do that quite regularly. I think the Russians would as well. Just basically, if you were able to actually capture an intact enemy tank, you could repurpose it. You know, just basically replace the Cyrillic with German or replace the German with Cyrillic. And you've got yourself a wonderfully new tank. All right, here we go, guys. Pushing across. Now, of course, this area is under attack, so we're going to be facing a lot of Germans. I don't know, you want to tackle that one, Rommel? I think you probably could. The liberation of South Vietnam. Alright, move up. Let's go! I like how that guy died like a few seconds after the explosion. That was some good acting by the German movie actor that they put in this game. Go, go, go. Yeah, thanks, Lion. So Lion's saying that the Germans actually fielded a lot of captured weapons, ranging from ships to planes, small arms, etc. Not surprising. Shoot. Oh my goodness, wow. Those Germans just got completely wasted. They're not really putting up much of a fight, believe it or not. Nice. All right. And we're going to head right in there to get to our captured rockets. Very easy mission. Like I said, Blitzkrieg is going to be a lot easier than the DLCs. The DLCs are definitely more of a challenge. But this game does do a pretty good job at scaling up difficulty. So, like, the more missions we do, you'll notice that things get a little more difficult. And I like that. It's fun. Pol Pot was a sensitive man. He was really nice. He gave everybody farms. He made sure everybody had a job. Don't say anything bad about my boy Pol Pot. Here we go. Okay, new units under our command. Nice. Wonderful. So at this point we just... Wow. Okay, look at these Germans just getting wrecked here. This is what Vietnam did to Cambodia, aka Pol Pot. It was basically this. Oh my goodness. We don't even have to do anything here. We just have to, like, stay put. Because the Katyushas are just getting rid of everybody. Please don't, General Tiberius. I really appreciate it, buddy, but you don't have to buy me any more games. I really would prefer you just keep that money. Get some games for yourself, something like that. Especially with, on the 20th, guys, you know, we already discussed that Curse is dropping me. So I'm really not sure what the future of the channel is going to be on the 20th. We might just not be able to monetize videos. I'm not sure if YouTube's going to take me on. For one, make sure to, of course, subscribe on Twitch. And for two, the second thing is, if you do want to do any donations, games, anything like that, really the best thing to do is use the PayPal link that you can find on my Twitch link, which is the little kitty cat. That's the best thing you can do. I'm really not interested in new games. Please, if you're going to get a game from me, just hold on to it. We got Postscriptum. We've got another game, I can't remember the name, that are going to be released in about 2 or 3 days. And I think we're going to be focusing on those a lot. So I doubt I'm going to have time to play anything else for a while. Keep firing. Let's see here. Escort the rocket launchers to safety. All right, well, that seems pretty easy, right? Kind of. Follow us. I don't want Roblox. Thanks. I see what you did there. No, Erwin. Jesus. We really do have some interesting commenters in our chat. It's never a dull day here. All right, let's hit these tanks here. Crack. Smash this armor. I mean, this early on in the war, the German tanks actually would not be inferior in terms of any sort of metal alloys. Wouldn't be like late war until they start building tanks with like the equivalent of just tin. They're useless. But here they're still doing pretty well. And I guess, yeah, this is the way we have to go to escort the trucks. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's the quickest route, so why not? I don't even know what that game is, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I only know about it because I've seen, like, memes. Otherwise, I have no idea what the hell Roblox is. I'm guessing it's something like Minecraft or one of those ungodly games. I mean, you guys don't even know the half of it. Because the funny thing is, you know, what I put on the channel is only maybe, I would say, like 60 to 70% of what I play. You know, a lot of the games that I play for fun, I don't actually put on the channel because A, I don't think you guys would like them, and B, I'm terrible at them. One of them, which I'm a little embarrassed to admit, is PUBG. I love playing PUBG. Now, again, I'm terrible at the game. I'm really bad. I think the most kills I got in one round was like 3. But it's fun. You know, it's fun to just kind of pass the time when I just want to sit back and relax. Another game that I've just recently started playing, and anybody that wants to play this, you're totally, you know, allowed to join. Now, I am playing on a North American server, and that is Elder Scrolls Online. I have a lot of fun with that. But again, not something I would put on the channel. It just would be a little strange. I don't honestly know. Purple says, Agrippa, as one of your oldest supporters, I insist that you stream or do a Let's Play of Barbie World. There are much more normal games that are probably less entertaining to watch than Barbie World. I'm trying to think of like one of the worst games we've ever streamed where we were all bored out of our minds. But I can't seem to think of one off the top of my head. I know a lot of the older games we played were pretty bad. There was one Judge, that was pretty bad, where we were like RoboCop, but it was like really bad graphics and just very strange references. I'm not sure if that would count though. Your dad plays PUBG? That's great. Wow. And again, I don't support how that company has dealt with the game. I mean, they're definitely not a company I respect. Bluehole, is it Bluehole? Yeah, I think it's Bluehole Entertainment. There's a lot of things they need to improve, but, you know, overall, just as a game, like, when you don't want to think a lot, you just want to, like, play something, it's pretty fun. Oh, Elder Scrolls Online, that's really cool, man. That is really cool. I thought I was the only one. Me and Ahriman play. Which, for those of you that don't know, Ahriman is the head administrator here on the channel. That Superman game for Nintendo 64, I actually remember getting that as a kid. I rented it from Blockbuster. And I was so disappointed. And I remember as a kid, what I thought had happened was I thought the game was broken. Because anytime there was like this trial mission where it's like, you need to fly to this location in like 30 seconds. And you could tell just by doing it, like it was impossible to get there in 30 seconds unless you didn't make any mistakes whatsoever. And it was like one of the first missions. And I was so disappointed. I remember going back to Blockbuster and returning that. They're like, this game is broken. And they're like, I don't think it's broken. I think they knew it was just a shitty game. I can't explain everything about Elder Scrolls Online, but yeah, pretty much it's an MMORPG about and following the Elder Scrolls universe. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, all rolled into one. All right, so we killed 415 enemies. Not bad. General Konyev. I don't trust General Konyev. Oh, this guy kind of looks like me. This is weird. All right. He's like me if I was skinnier. Go back. Organized defense. I always like the defensive missions, so I'm going to try this one. A large German force is approaching this area from the north and will certainly strike soon and attempt to capture the nearby road. Your responsibility will be to direct the defense that must stop the enemy progress. Okay. Fair enough. Gabriel, how dare you ask that question? I think you should almost be banned for asking that. What is Blockbuster? Oh my gosh. This is what's wrong with this generation. They don't know what Blockbuster is. I've figured it out, guys. This is why this generation is totally forsaken. Yeah, but it was also cool. Like, it wasn't just as simple as like, yeah, oh, you have to go to the bus station. I'm gonna use it. Like Blockbuster, like you actually got to like see like a whole bunch of movies. You got to be around people. You talk to people about the movies. You'd actually figure out like what movie do I want and why. Have you seen this movie? Instead of just like going on like an internet message board or whatever and finding out there. It was its own thing, man. It was a 90s thing. I think you really have to be born in the 90s or the 80s to understand it. But it was fun. It was really fun. Good old Blockbuster. They actually, by the way, for people that think Blockbuster as a corporation is finished, you're wrong. A lot of people think it's gone out of business, and it's not. They actually have a string of stores in Alaska. And I'm not sure why Alaskans like DVDs or VHS tapes over getting stuff online. I'm guessing maybe could have something to do with internet connectivity, especially in like the more rural parts of Alaska. You know, there might not be a lot of Wi-Fi, as it were. So there's that. And I think I just figured out we got to move these boys up here. Stay here, boys. Some of you will stay in the trench. Oh, they have them in Texas too. Nice. Check your privilege, says Erwin Rom. I love the check your privilege. Such a cis opinion on my end. That was so cis. Let's keep going. Yeah, there's a lot of pushing along the line, but I'm really just trying to spread these guys out a bit. I'll actually call some infantry reinforcements here, because I think they'll probably push past the right side pretty easily. Whoa, look at that. Okay, definitely a German plane. I'm not sure what kind. Doesn't look like a Messerschmitt to me. Some sort of heavy fighter there. So far we're doing fine, and as you can see, a bunch of reinforcements coming up from the south of town. But you can see a lot of enemies here. I love missions like this where you just have to defend against hordes and hordes of enemy units. Move this guy forward. We really want to aim at the tanks first. We can focus on the infantry later. It looks like they're not even making it past the tank traps here. No. Why would you be banned? What did you do? Oh, the blockbuster thing? No, no, no. I was just kidding with you, man. I was having some fun. I wouldn't expect you to know it anyway because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure Blockbuster is a national corporation, not universal. I don't think there's Blockbusters outside of the United States, or there ever were. And if there were, they were probably like, you know, just novelty items, like maybe, you know, 1 or 2 in Germany or something. Blockbuster. Das Blockbuster. Yeah, I didn't think so. But for instance, like when I was a kid and I would visit Portugal, they had kind of their own video store. It wasn't really a corporation, just like random video stores, you know, that you could find. Which I think is better, honestly, than having just Blockbuster. But if you can have just Blockbuster, hey, take it. Wow, a lot of enemy tanks here. Yeah, we definitely need to bring in some more of our own guys. Or we need to start focusing completely on this area, which I think our guys are doing. For Comrade Stalin, fire, boys! And again, one thing that really annoys me about Blitzkrieg 2 is the lack of a timer. Like, it will never tell you how long you have in a mission. You just kind of have to assume you have probably longer than you're guessing. So, you know, just try to hold out as long as possible. But there is no timer as far as I can tell. Did our tank just take a shit? Oh, I see. It's a tree. I was really confused about that. I was like, that is an animation that needs to be fixed. Let's see if we've got any infantry up here that have survived. And I think we do. Did your mother have any kids that lived or any children that lived? Wow, only one squad, really? Come on, guys. Okay, we've got some more back here, I was about to say. Put one right there. And as for these lucky boys, put them right there on the front line. This time I'm going to bring in some light tanks. Light tanks are surprisingly useful in this game. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Erwin. I should have done better than that. I know Kubrick better than that. Gabriel is saying, I never understood why you played as a Serb in GTA 4. I don't think it's supposed to be a Serb. I think Niko Bellic, like, I think it's sort of supposed to be a non-existent country. Because they never reference it, and even the developers, as far as I understand, said that it's not really supposed to be anybody, but it is supposed to be somebody from the Balkans. Just, you know, they don't specify what country. Who knows? Maybe he's like a mix of a bunch of different cultures. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, the Germans are desperately trying to break out of Stalingrad. It's not going to happen. At least they're warm. Let's see if they have anything else to throw at us. It could at least tell us, like, the amount of waves. we go. Another wave of Soviets. Hopefully the light tanks can hold their infantry back for a good part of this battle, because right now most of the infantry that we had in the trenches are dead. Just completely overrun or blown up. They're desperate to break through. Tanks are priority targets, men. Come on. Bring some more of our tanks forward here. Whoa! Enemy flamethrower just exploded there. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. That was a hilarious animation. What's not hilarious, though, is they are actually managing to push forward quite a bit here. Alright, we've got these tanks. These are kind of basically our last hope, including our allies here that are still in the trenches. Just kind of focused elsewhere, Gabriel. I mean, you could type it in the chat, but please, like, if you try to gain my attention during a stream like that, I'm gonna just ignore you, probably. This is the truth. Alright, let's jump in the trench. You guys in the chat, you can solve Gabriel's riddle. Because he's already clarified it's gonna be inappropriate. The Lion of the North. One tank got through. Please don't tell me that negates our victory here. Just to make sure, we're going to send this guy to look for that tank. I mean, with the amount of scrap metal just on this field alone, you could build an entire city. This is just death everywhere. I would love if they kept the bodies on the field, which actually they do in Blitzkrieg, not in Blitzkrieg 2, and I think it's probably just a tremendous task, graphics-wise, to keep all those bodies on the field. Come on, don't be shy. Kill the tank. How can you not shoot? You're trying to make friends? There we go. Nice. We defended the town. Another glorious success by the Red Army. Okay, guys, so we've got the Capitan rank. Very cool. And in this case, 675 enemies killed, and I'm not surprised. I mean, there was just madness going on there. So thank you so much, guys, for watching the stream. Looks like we had a lot of viewers here for Blitzkrieg, so we'll definitely try to do more in the future. It's a fun game. What can I say? Like, it's definitely entertaining, despite being sort of a classic. So if you guys like this, make sure to share this. Make sure to please, please, please subscribe to me on Twitch. The link is right there, and it's really important, as who knows, by the 20th, we may not ever do live streams on YouTube again, if YouTube has its way, honestly. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. But let's hope everything goes well. In any case, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. And remember, guys, if anybody wants to play some ESO online, you can always join us on the North American servers, where we are starting a sort of unofficial guild. So feel free to join us via Discord as well. And if you don't have the Discord, if somebody could put the link down there, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a bunch, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.